Hi fellas, in this video I'll show you a little additional tutorial to let my nuts go. This tutorial how about to convert characters into FUC Pro. So I will not show off how to install the FUC Pro tools and all that other stuff. Only thing I will show is Mixamo, where you can attach bones to a character that don't have one. Just sign in, blah blah blah, upload character, select the character. You can use a zip file with the textures, so it will have textures on the page, but I will just use object free data. You can import object and FBX files. This will auto-rig it for you, because there are models that has, like shown here, an A pose. It will not match correctly with the T-posed skeleton. I attach these points to the right place. You can use symmetry off if you just have a not symmetric model, but I keep it. And then we hit continue, because most of the characters and stuff from Models Resource don't come with its own skeleton. Good thing, the most of them have a T-pose, but if you go a few console generations later, they use the preferred A-pose. And to rig this with a T-pose model is definitely a shit thing to do. This one has already rigged now, I think. Next. T-pose. Animations, there are some idles, something. I searched for T-pose and found this. I will download it with an FBX file. You can use it for Unity or DAE, but one of my usually ones, FBX. Save it, and then we can upload it, load it into Blender and use it. But my preferred one are XPS files. They're on DeviantArt. They're containing already bones and not. They're highly boned. Sorry, my English. I'm usually talk German, so I just typed in XPS Sora and already found here some creative art that you can download and use, or from the newer games. You will see there are much more. I don't want to show you the normal search, because I have a dual files on and that would be age restricted. But today I want to show you how to use a skeleton from XPS files to properly manage to get line up with the skeleton from FUC Pro. The plugin I use, I will put it into the description. And let's get started with Linkle, Abraham Linkle, keine Ahnung. Sorry, I don't know. I already downloaded her. So let's get started. in case, this is just an additional one, so I will not show how to install the plugin from Fuck Pro Tools or how to get this blend file. You will find it in Let My Nuts Go tutorial. So XNA Lara, we import the already exported Linkler, import, take a few seconds. She's a bit tiny, so let's scale her up with S. Only thing I have to do now is try to manage to get somehow closely to the shoulders, but this looks good. Sending it to texture only for you to see it a little bit better. I delete, oops, too much. I delete the crossbows, and then I can also mark her with B, but you will see she comes with much parts. Some of them are twice. Once if you want to keep her gloves, once if you don't. So this time we want to keep her. Let's delete these. Same thing with her boots. We want to keep the boots. So we delete the other legs. I don't know which parts you can take off of her too, but I don't want to really know. So let's open the armature with Linkler. You will see there's much of it. And hold Shift. Select them all. So we can manage it to, oh, I forgot one. So we can join her meshes together. Control J. Now let's get to the rigging part. We mark her skeleton, go into pose mode, and select the pose. These lines are the bones. They don't look like the Fuck Pro ones, but they are bones. I rotate them, rotate the other a bit, mark everything with A, get a bit back. So now we see the hands are a bit far away. In that case, I will select both the upper and the forearm of both of the sides and scale her arms a little bit, not too much, that the elbow and some other things are pretty lined up. Maybe just a little bit more. So yeah, we can line up the next. This one a bit back, a bit further, and with these models you also a bit down. Wrong bone. There are so many bones, you can get her closely to perfectly lined up. So I will not do this from this video, but oops. I will try to do a small, good looking linkle. Same on this side. So maybe a bit more straight. This one too. Wrong bone. And select everything. It's a bit tricky, but not so hard if you're used to it. It will be pretty. We also can. Whoa! These are already also boned. Cool. Now let's get to the legs. They are clipping a bit into each other. We want to avoid that. Wrong bone. Right bone, I think. Yes. We attach this a bit back. Same on this side. A bit back, but it's still in the skeleton. This too. So look pretty good. A bit forward. But wait, this time we use both. I hold shift. A bit forward. Both. A bit back. So now we have our closely rigged linkle, and now we select our mesh, only the mesh, swipe this a bit, and go to the wrench, and now we have here a modifier from our bones, and we just hit apply, and now we can select our armature. That's now the default pose of our mesh, even if we delete our model. The only thing that's not really saved is a scale. So you see we have the mesh, and the mesh is down there. Now we hit select S, scale her back up to the hands. So only problem now is we have the vertex groups. The vertex groups from all the bones we have deleted. There are two things we could do about that. We can go into the vertex groups and delete everything one by one. This is a bit annoying, so I go to export, to object. I have only my linkler selected, so I go on selection only, type linkler boneless dot object. I save it in my documents, export, delete her, file, import, object, linkler boneless, hit enter, or import object. This takes a while. can look. We take pet roller. I decided I backed her up. That's another model which we're gonna replace. I backed it up, so we're good to go. And now it's imported. And we can use the following steps from Let My Nuts Go this tutorial. We select our model and the white one, Control Shift T, vertex groups, all layers, and you will see the now attached vertex groups and sources are not upper left finger or something else. These are now, after all layers, the models, the vertex groups from our armature model from FAC Pro. So now armature, we select our model, we select armature, Control P, armature deform. Now we have it with the new armature. We select the white model, we delete the white model, we select our model, go into weight paint, add to limit total, normalize, normalize all, uncheck the lock active. We can paint the finger, but the only thing I want to test is if these are glitchy boots or not, because they are so close to each other, but whoops, seems good. Okay. I forgot something. I want to have the hair not so high above it, but I will redo it off cam and load her up. So we have the attached model, export. Now this is a bit new, but not so different. With the new FAC Pro tools, we can scene to FAC2 model. We hit it. I usually save it to documents. And important thing, we can here hit auto split. That will split the parts, the faces, because Linkle will have more than the limited amount per mesh. So we have to take a look who will be replaced. I decided to take pet roller. And we type in pet underscore roller, rollerblader, and this will create a model folder, models folder, where you find your creations. This is usually on default, so only hit auto split and scene to FAC2 model and wait. And exported model rollerblader, blah blah blah. Now we go into pets. Nope. Documents, models, pet rollerblader. Wrong folder. This one. And skin, texture, pet rollerblader. Yes, replace. Please back up your file before you do that. I usually select everything and create a zip file so I can unzip and redo everything I did. So now rollerblader is changed. We start fuck pro. Sorry for the long tutorial. My ape. Secret skater, pedestrians. Rollerblader. Where is she? Inline skates. There she is. Yeah. It worked. The board is also correct. The thumb is a bit buggy, but looks well. But now she have a bit longer arms. And I will show how to fix this in another video. I hope it could be a little help. And see ya.